Hey, Shalom, Shalom. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, your great millstone, for teaching us this truth according to the Bible, right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. We're out here another week, and we're, we're still enduring. We're still, out here to represent Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, no matter what, So we're gonna get into it a little bit. I want. First Corinthians 10 and 13.
I had that one lined up.
God. This is Mark 14 and 38. This is the words of the Lord. It says, "Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak." And us being in this truth, this is the greatest thing that's happening in the on the planet right now. But at the same time, it's the most hated because it's so exclusive. Even the Israelites, only 1/3 is allowed to actually, at the end, obtain this information. The rest of them are gonna die out. You had to be before you was born, you had to be preordained for this. Since the beginning of creation. We're not just gonna have anybody in here. The heathens can't be in here. They're heathens. And the wicked of Israel, they can't be in here. That's why you see different Israelites fall out. They get the knowledge, then they fall out, because it wasn't for them,
I got that ready for you. Let me start at 13. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it."
God. So, hey, with anything, the Most High is going to take care of us. Even though we go through these temptations daily, this is it's an uphill battle, and we got to be in this thing for the long run. See, there was another one I wanted. Speak real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a battle. I mean, brothers have ailments. Obviously, you got to go to work and make a living, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of things that try to take you away from the truth, but we got to stay grounded in this thing. First off, because if for no other reason, we almost out of here. We're seeing the prophecies come to pass, right? We're seeing this wicked man's kingdom falling in front of our eyes. I mean, why wouldn't we want to stay in this, and endure to the end, right? Because that's the only way we're going to be saved out of this thing is if we endure.
Second Esdras 12. And start at 36.
This is 2 Esdras chapter 12, verse 36. "Thou only hast been meet to know this secret of the highest. Therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in a book, and hide them, and teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets." But wait,
and that's really talking about the elect, because when can you get where because it talks about how when someone falls out of the truth, that they go back to their vomit, basically.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. Start up a little bit. Second Peter chapter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are in blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with youth, having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and heart that they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way, and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Besor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
Because what Balaam, the son of Besor, was doing, you know, after he had those prophecies, you know, he was actually going against the words of the Most High, and was trying to turn Israel to the ways of the heathen, right? So even that, and we're telling it now, but it was told, and that story was known in the time of the apostles, you know, the time when Yahushua was on the scenes, you know.
Following the way of Balaam, the son of Besor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
Which the wages of unrighteousness is the ways of the world, you know.
But was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass, speaking with man's voice, forbade the madness of the prophet. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. For when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from them who live in error. While they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahushua HaMashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse than with them than the beginning.
So before they came into the truth, all them demons, it's gonna be worse, you know. And we fear that. We don't want to go back to our old lives. We already know what kind of trouble we was in, you know, what we was getting into. Why would anyone want that, you know? But hey, it said that they were reserved onto that darkness, you know?
For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it is happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
Right, so they turn back to their own ways. Can you get where it's talking about those 7 demons? Let me get this real quick. This is Galatians 5:1. Stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Yahushua hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage, right? And that yoke of bondage is the ways of the world. You know, this is giving us liberty because now we have a path. Now we understand. He gave us the understanding of the vision, so we know how to move forward. You know, and go in the right direction. You know, and not to the ways of destruction. Right.
The woman who had 7 devils.
Where it says that clean and furnished. It's too stronger.
This is Luke chapter 11, verse 17. But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house is divided against a house fallen. If Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because ye say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub, and if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your sons cast them out? Therefore shall they be your judges. But if I with the finger of the Most High cast out devils, no doubt the kingdom of the Most High is come upon you. When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. But when a stronger than he shall come upon him and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor wherein he trusted, and divideth the spoil. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and finding none. He saith, I will return unto my house whence I came out.
And so we all had that unclean spirit at one time, you know, and that's because we didn't have the understanding, you know. We weren't calling on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. We was calling on some other entity, or not even calling on that power, you know.
And when he cometh, he findeth it swept and garnished. Then goeth
That's
he.
because because Yahweh Shah was supper with the man, you know. And it was making him clean, you know, taking away all that filth, you know, having that covering on him.
Then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first.
Hey, and that's the point right there. You read that last verse one more time?
Current. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 26. Then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first.
If you fall out this truth, your life is gonna get very hard, you know, and you're gonna be led to that destruction, you know. Even you could fall out the truth. Those 7 demons come, and they can make you try to believe in again, but you're just not gonna be able to. You know, you're not gonna be able to get this word anymore. You know, you're gonna be destitute. You know, and because when it's not messing around. The Most High's not messing around. You know, it'll be game over for you. You know.
Hey, you know, there was a GMS member down in South Carolina. He fell out, right? And then, like, he did a video. Well, I don't know if he fell completely out, but like he ended up out of GMS. And then you see him now. He got tattoos and everything, and you know, talking about the truth. And it's like, how do you go out and get tattoos? You know that's against the law.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But he was trying to justify it. He was trying to justify it. That's a fearful thing, man. Hey, you know, let me get that. It's a fearful thing.
Hey, like it even says in the Apocrypha, get this too.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Right? That's the scariest thing, man. Falling out the truth. I want it to be us.
Let's see. This is it's in this chapter right here. This is Sirach 38 and 15. It says, he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. Right? Because the Most High is not gonna, the Most High is the one that that heals, you know, and destroys, you know, that wounds and heals, you know. He's that one, you know. He's it, you know. Yahweh. So, hey, Like if you're sinning before Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, you know, he's saying let you fall in the hands of man and see if they can save you. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. Most High does it all. So if somebody calls out, and their name wasn't written in the book of life. You know?
This is Sirach 16, and we'll start at 13. It says, the sinner shall not escape with his spoils, right? So you're not gonna make it, you know? What can you expect, you know? And that's the words of the Most High. You can't escape that, you know? It's sealed. And the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. So we're gonna get our reward, you know? And what do we want? We want the kingdom of heaven, you know? We want to be in rulership, right? And we're not gonna get that by being a Senate, you know, or